Am I going? Okay, well, this is Bruce Aaron Rasmussen, and this is the 31st of January, 2026. And I just thought it'd be easier for you to see my old photo albums by watching them on a YouTube video. So that's what we're doing. I'm looking at Hurlburt, 1979. So we'd been there a year. This is album number 15. Here we go. Oh, this is Eric's birthday party. What we've done here is we have the photo album on the left and then specific shots on the right. I think we did a lot of them that way. I think we should, in the future, just go with the individual shots. They don't need, the only reason I liked having the photo album on the left is because it had information that I'd written in. You know what I'm saying? Like what was happening. Anyway, I don't know who any of these kids are. I do, actually. There's my Ericy Derricky. I know him. That even looks like Carolyn there on the left, but I don't think she was there. And he got himself a little car and a little motorcycle. There's Beth enjoying the heck out of it, eating. And then there she is again with some kid, I don't know. But look like they're having fun. Now that I think is Jennifer McNiven. Jennifer McNiven. She's Don and Karen McNiven's kid, and maybe they came down. They were up at Montgomery, Alabama, when we were at Hurlburt Field, so it was like an hour and a half ride down. I think I tried to drive up there one night late, and I ran out of gas on my motorcycle in the middle of the night. I didn't know what I was going to do, but this kid came along who was a state champion wrestler, and he lifted that motorcycle right up into the back of his truck and drove me in to Montgomery. Is that pretty incredible? That was really nice. Not many people know that story because it only happened to me. Well, there I was in the 16th Special Operations Squadron, big old goofy grin. I don't even know who these guys are, but we were pushing a bed with somebody in it for winning some sort of race. And we did well. And storms would come blowing in all the time. And little Beth is out there saying, "Whoa, there's my wife with curly hair." She was very cool. She was a quilt maker. I don't know whether this is before or after I cut the cord on our television. We stayed up way late. I was maniacal back then. I apologize, Kathy, if you're listening to me now. But we decided I beat her into submission just by talking, and she got tired and said, "Okay, I agree with you," which I think she did often after that. Sorry. But we decided we were watching too much TV, so we weren't going to watch it until I got home, and we were just going to watch like an hour of it, and that's it. But I leave for work, and I forget something, so I come back, and there's Beth standing in the living room like, I don't know what just happened. And Kathy wasn't there, and it was quiet in the back. So I said, Went over and put my hand over the television, and sure as can be, she'd already broken our agreement. So I had a little orange survival knife in my pocket right here, pulled it out, cut that cord. We were done with TV for 7 years. Anyway, and Mike and Cora Driver would confirm that was like the best thing I could have ever done with those kids being young, not having the TV. It distracted me. I'd sit and watch the TV instead of paying attention to them. And I loved them. They were like the neatest ever kids. There they are. And Kathy was also a good horticulturalist, an espalier, she would call that put it up there and look at how beautiful it is, blossoming for a long time. That was our front yard. Wasn't very pretty, but nobody's was. Didn't get enough rain in the summer. It got too dry. And there is little Beth. We loved little Beth. She was really something. This was her place. And here we went out to Coeur d'Alene Lake. This is why I have the album on the left. And that is Skip and Scott. Scott is his son. Skip is Kathy's brother. And Eric in the middle out on Lake Coeur d'Alene, May 1997. I don't know what happened to that canoe. But I guess they were playing in the park there. And that's Kathy with our two kids and Scott. And there's my John boat filled with water. We caught a lot of speckled trout and flounder in that thing. Not many redfish down there, but man, underneath the Brooks Bridge, we could catch speckled trout and we would go flounder gigging, and it was F-U-N fun. Oh, what am I saying? Not many redfish down there. That's exactly where the redfish are. I'll show you a couple of them. Oh, well, here we are back up on the mountainside. I guess I just jumped by that. See that stuff on the left? Redfish. Yeah, we'd take that out underneath the Destin Bridge and catch them. And Mike lived right next to me. I think that's, I don't know, right next to me in a duplex. Anyway, here we are at the top of the mountain. Yep, I think that's where we are. Maybe not. No, I don't think it is. I think this is Eric's place. We had just bought this place, and they had just logged it, and the brush was just coming back in on it. And that's a road that we had put in, logging road. You can see the logs right there. And yeah, that was a dozer they used. That's my dad's pickup truck he let me use. There's the skidder they used. This is a well we drilled right away with the money from logging because, well, I had to know if there was water there. I couldn't even do any planning without knowing there was water. There's me up thanking God that we hit water. You know, we're missing some photos. I don't know why, but no, maybe not. Yeah, we are. But I did take Eric and I dumped him in the mud that came up from the water that we hit in the well, and he loved it. And little Beth, I dumped her in the mud and she just screamed, crying. She did not like it at all. These are some of the volleyball guys that Kathy played with. I wasn't always very happy with them. But this is my next door neighbor, Robinson's. I don't know if I remember her name, but I was a kisser in the kissing booth, and she laid it on me. Oh, it doesn't look like I'm objecting too much, and I don't even know who that is. But she said, well, Jennifer Robinson, she can get away with it, so can I. She put one on me. But then Kathy got in there. She was a kissing fool. She kissed everybody. Not many lip kisses, but she would get her lips all redded up with lipstick and put a big old lipstick mark on them. This is McGill, and I don't even remember his first name, but he was a fishing fool. He was really good. And Boudreaux down below him, a black guy from, well, I don't need to tell you black guy, he's a black guy, from Louisiana. And we were out on that trip trying to catch big king mackerel and win a tournament. I don't think we won it. I don't think this was from that trip, but you can see they knew how to catch big king mackerel. And we did catch a some big fish and almost lost them. And I think that's it. Mike, what are those fish that you would see swimming along and you could throw to them? hold on. If I can pause this, I will say it in just a second. Pause that for me, would you? I'm going again. So cobia. Cobia is the name of the fish we caught. A big one. Oh, man, he was big. It was great. All right. This is that album. Thanks for watching out here. How many minutes was it?